A lot of women who are married don't know when they are going to get pregnant.
Yes.
So waiting to get pregnant would be a wrong strategy.
Yes, in civilized world where people actually plan pregnancy, there it's advocated that take the 0.4 milligram 3 months before the month you plan on getting pregnant. But in Nigeria, pregnancy just happen. I say, oh, don't take, I've completed my family, it's a mistake. Mistakes always happen. So what we advocate is that so far you fall between the age of 18 and you're still seeing your regular menses, take one folic acid a day. It prevents a whole lot. By the time you get into what it takes to take care of a child with spinal bifida, you find that it's cost effective to prevent
and just take the folic acid. Is that the only preventive measure? Are there others?
There are others. The folic acid occurs in foods generally. Certain foods are rich in folic acid. Your green vegetable, not overcooked vegetables. Green vegetables, cereals are rich in
how about raw vegetables? Lettuce?
Well, I will advocate raw vegetable for anybody because of course any other thing, parasitic infection, but vegetables don't need to be overcooked. We overcook our vegetables in Nigeria. So apart from that, government and food agencies are now advocating for food fortification with folic acid. And I'm aware as far back as 1999, the United States have established a law that is folic acid fortification for certain foods. In Nigeria, I'm not aware of any legislative efforts, either by NAFDAC or state or federal government, enforcing food fortification. We do have for iodine. Our salts are iodinized. Is compulsory by law.
And you said vitamin A even?
Yes, vitamin A for sugar. Now, sugar, your table sugar is fortified with vitamin A. We need to do the same for folic acid because it's
and now we need to take a break and come back in a minute. We are taking a break at this time. Join us shortly after the break and then we get your reactions.
It opens with a date of arts. Moves into windows of creativity.
She finds the only English word she knows from somewhere hidden in the belly of a 4 foot 9 inch body, and instead of "I want it," she greets us with "Bye-bye."
Branch against rooms of color. And ends with a root of imagination. Walk into Art House. The pieces all come together at 9:30 p.m. every Saturday. Art House, life is art.
Welcome back. It's still Health Matters. We're talking about spinal bifida, and this is the time to call in with your questions and your comments. Now, we're talking about oh, by the way, sorry, the number to call is 0122068842. That's 0122068842. We are talking about fortification of food. We don't fortify our food currently with folic acid. But do you think food in itself is not enough to give that folic acid? You were talking about foods rich in folic acid.
Yes.
A lot of pregnant women feel that if they eat well, there's no need to be popping a pill every day.
Okay. You are quite right in saying that, but the quality of food you eat depends on the amount of money you have in your pocket. And I can tell you categorically, a bottle of folic acid which contains about 200 tablets is less than 500 naira. So, weighing the risk of, oh, should I take my chances with, I will eat well, or the rest assured, pop a pill a day, and you've already gotten the recommended supplements you need, and you're not going to run to risk. I think it's cost beneficial. Fine, you still continue eating well, good food, but we're talking about people in our own local environment with low income, with
low education,
access to good food is not really there, and it's better to, I will prescribe folic acid for any woman of childbearing age I come across.
Okay, when the woman is eventually pregnant, I just want to know this, on the side. When the woman is eventually pregnant, is it necessary, absolutely necessary for her to take the folic acid pill? I'm asking because people say that no matter how much folic acid a woman gets in her diet, when she's pregnant, it's not enough. Is that true?
Yes, because during pregnancy, do not forget that a new human being is
just
forming.
a minute, we're getting a call. Hello. We'll get back to that. Hello. Tony from Lagos State. Your question. You can try and call. You can try and call back again. So you were saying it's not enough, no matter how much. It's not enough
because there's increased demand by the body. I think maybe at this junction, let us know what exactly folic acid is involved. Folic acid is involved in building up protein, and protein is the building block of all cells.
Folic acid builds up protein.
It's used in the process of protein formation. So the whole process, a whole new human being is being formed inside the woman. So the demand for folic acid is higher during pregnancy. The same during lactation.
Okay.
So you need extra supplementation. Whether you're eating well or not, during pregnancy, food needs to be fortified. And on the corollary of that, most of the gap between pregnancy in this part of the world is short. So it doesn't give enough room for the mother to recover. So you find people, this is my 5th child. All my other 4 children are normal. How come this 5th pregnancy is the one giving me issue? Don't forget that you can usually help the body reserve for folic acid for the 1st child, for the 1st pregnancy, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and at close intervals. So the body fail to recover. The stores have been exhausted. So
what would you recommend is the best or a safe distance between children?
Minimum 2 years.
Minimum of 2 years. She should have recovered by that time.
With good food.
With good food. Okay, now let's back to the spina bifida. Does it affect the child's brain in any way?
That's an important question. Fine, the abnormality the child will present with occurs in the spinal cord. But from studies and from taking care of these kids, you find that close to 70% of them will develop a condition we call hydrocephalus. And
that's the one with the big head. Does it always come as a big head?
We usually don't like referring to them as big head. Those are neglected cases.
Okay. Oh, those are neglected cases.
And we tend to see a lot of neglected cases, but not all of them come with big head. There are telltale signs of it. The child will just sleep and wake up with big head.
Okay.
So it's a progressive increase in the head size that is not in tune with the normal developmental process. Once a child is born, you expect the head to increase at a certain rate. But for patients with hydrocephalus, you find out that the rate of increment is way, way higher.
Why are they having this increment, this abnormal increment?
It's found that
causing it.
Patients with spinal bifida, there's also some degree of abnormality in the development of the brain, especially the hindbrain. So that's the back of the head. So you find out that it's a bit crowded for them. And so the CSF tends to accumulate, which is what gives rise to the hydrocephalus. And it becomes pronounced after we repair the swelling at the back, because the swelling at the back, some of the CSF leaks out. So by the time you now close the repair, so it accentuates.
So what do you do to help the head?
So every time we see a patient with hydrocephalus, after repairing, we always tell them that, okay, we keep monitoring the head size, and if we notice that it's getting higher, we may need a second operation. And the second operation will either do an ETV or a VP shunt.
But from what you said, it seems once you've done that shunt, that tube that takes away the fluid, then the head goes back to the normal size. Is that what happens?
The head does not go back. The aim is to do that second operation, the VP shunt, before the head become alarmingly lives.
Okay, so it must be prevented.
It must be prevented.
Not
Once
repaired.
there are surgeries to reduce the head, but it's not routinely done. Even abroad, nobody will routinely do cranioplasty or for that.
I was going to ask you who made so many more questions, but we are out of time. Questions about allergies, intelligence, growth. But thank you for coming anyway. We've got to wrap it up here. Thanks for being with us. It's a wrap on the program today. Have a great day. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.